Today is our third day in a row of having the moon in Sagittarius, where we are focusing on the bigger picture, seeing the journey, and seeing how we can make meaning and tell the story within the context of this adventure that we call life. I'm Marina Ormes here with your Astro Vibe for Thursday, October 19th. And today we're talking about from old dogma to new possibilities. And so one of the things that Sagittarius brings is a way of viewing things, right? It's a narrative. It's a way of telling a story. And so that can become dogma when our beliefs or our way of explaining and understanding something become entrenched. And when we become entrenched in those beliefs, we become attached to stating and restating this understanding or this one way or this truth that is really just one stage in a process of our ongoing evolving way of understanding reality and our experience and life and all these little things. So with the moon in Sagittarius finishing its journey through Sagittarius, we'll be going into Capricorn later in the day today. Depends on your time zone, but evening for US time zones, at least evening to night-ish. And the vibe here as we are completing this time of the moon in Sagittarius through today is really of looking at how we have told the story, how we have made meaning out of our experience, and how we may need to grow and expand into new beliefs. Where do we need to take a leap of faith to imagine, for example, a more loving world? People who are able to reach a higher level of interaction as we contemplate how to get along with another person or another group of people that we are in conflict with, right? So whether that's in our relationships or between groups in the world, when we see ourselves and then have the other, right? The other, when we other the individuals or the characters, right? Whoever it is that's in that role of being outside of us, when we other them, we are telling a story that maybe is projecting some of our negative thoughts or beliefs about reality and the world onto this other, which is really, they're really in the big picture. And Neptune and Pisces can remind us, when we tap into this universal love, this experience of how we are all interconnected. There really is no separation. What hurts you hurts me. What hurts me is not good for you. And when we see ourselves in this common experience of humanity and the suffering that comes along with that, and the challenges that come along with how we relate to each other and make choices in those relationships, and then how we are going to take that and move it forward to a place of unity, to a place where we can find common ground, to a place where we have that transcendent recognition of how we are all interconnected. And so taking a leap of faith is a very Jupiterian quality. And so Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, and that feeling of that leap of faith that you take when you travel. And so Sagittarius is about travel. And if you think about what that means, right? On just a very archetypal level, the experience of travel means going outside your comfort zone. It means making a choice to go on a trip when, you really don't. Part of what you're doing is entering the unknown, and you might be able to, plan your trip all out and plan where you're going to be when, and make sure you're staying in places that you feel comfortable with, and so on and so forth. But ultimately, you are taking a leap of faith, because ultimately you can't control everything. And that's the nature of travel. It takes us outside of our comfort zone. It takes us to a place where there is something new for us to learn. And it is that process of learning that can help us expand our view of the world. And so that old dogmas, the old attachments we may have to ways of describing things, understanding things, explaining things, can grow into new possibilities when we leave our comfort zone, and specifically when we open our hearts and minds to the possibilities of what we might discover. Because certainly when we enter that unknown, when we go on a trip, when we travel, when we go outside our comfort zone, we do not we're going to encounter things that are probably painful or difficult or uncomfortable. And we're also opening that doorway to experiencing things that really blow our minds and really take us to places that we couldn't have anticipated or planned on, in a good way, right? Like opening us to, like, whoa, the universe has these amazing things to experience, and I never would have experienced them had I not left my comfort zone. So this Sagittarius moon, and I've been talking about it for 3 days now, why you're the hero of your own journey, from yesterday's video, October 18th, and how to turn those challenges of life into a new story of hope by the way that you tell the story, from Tuesday, October 17th. And then, of course, previous to that, the moon was in Scorpio, and we were talking about those deeper places of truth and transformation and self-trust. So that's how we've been unfolding since the Libra eclipse on October 15th. We are 14th, sorry, and we are in this moon cycle where we're focusing on partnerships and peace, and how are we going to bring about balance and harmony and get along with each other and find new ways going forward. So today's Sagittarius moon, even though it's not, we're on day 3 now of Sagittarius moon, but we still are having this opportunity to think about things in new ways that take us outside of our comfort zone. So taking any beliefs that you have about yourself, about relationship, general relationship things that you may believe, what's possible, how it's supposed to work, what it should look like, and how you can step out of those dogmatic beliefs to open to, hey, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what could show up in my relationship, how I might find pathways forward that I couldn't see before. And same with the world, how we might be laying foundations to create new possibilities, new ways of relating, new ways of, if not cooperating, at least, making it work, right? Making it work in more functional ways, right? So, so that's my thoughts. Those are my thoughts for today. How to move from old dogma to new possibilities as we think about how we describe things, how we understand things and explain them. That is that Sagittarian beliefs, philosophy, our whatever it is, the way that we are telling the story, and how we can open cracks in that story to let the story unfold in ways that surprise us and bring in some of those miracles and shifts in a positive direction toward the outcomes we want, because we imagine them and they have meaning and significance and importance and value inside of us, and we are trusting that feeling inside of ourselves of what is guiding us. So there you go. I'm Marina Ormes. You can learn more about me at astrologyheals.com. Thank you so much for being here and for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button now. And thank you so much for your support. I'm here every day with astrology for unshakable self-care. I'll see you next time.